Number 6. Recklessness Animation. If you think it's annoying to wait for the long animation of recklessness, like here, there's a really simple trick you can use to cancel the animation. Simply take a step to the left, to the right, or forward after popping recklessness. I will show it here. Prepare my gambit, recklessness move, and I can keep fighting. This way you'll save some time every time you use recklessness. Number 7. Warden Carving. The best available crafted carving for a Warden right now is the Minas Ithil output. Gives some decent attack mid, some morale, some power, some minus power cost. But if you're playing a DPS Warden, there's really no doubt that you want to go for the Throne class item with the Essence of Physicality. And the Essence speaks for itself. Critical hits has a 25% chance of increasing the melee damage your target takes by 5% for 10 seconds. So not only does it help you, it also helps the champions in your group, the captains, the burglars, every melee class in the game. And the stats aren't too bad, as well as plus 7% light type damage. Makes this a no-brainer for any DPS Warden as you're carving. Number 8. AoE Debuffs. If you're in a fight that only has one target to attack, you don't need this, but if you know there's going to be adds, more than one target, up to 5 targets, you do want to get area targeting from Yellow Line, which will make your marked and diminished affect up to 4 additional targets, which means they will hit 5 targets if they're close. Take a look. I'll pull the initial adds in rem, pull them all close to this mob, use my debuff. You can see it hits everyone. Really strong debuffs on all the targets. If you're doing a boss fight where you're fighting the boss with adds pretty close, you just use the marked and diminished on the boss. It'll also debuff the adds, which will help you kill them faster. Always make sure to trade area targeting if you're in a fight where there's more than one target. Number 9. Call to Greatness. This tip only applies if you have a yellow minstrel in your group playing Yellow Line, which means they will have the skill Call to Greatness, which for 15 seconds buffs every class with their unique buff, but probably the strongest buff is for the Warden. The Warden gets plus 5% damage, the 15-second duration, and it says masteries recover in 5 seconds, but they're actually free of cooldown if you have the Rem 4 set. There's no cooldown on the masteries for 15 seconds, which means the Warden should really coordinate with the minstrel when to use Call to Greatness, and this is especially good in the beginning of a fight where there's no bleeds on the target. And with free usage of the masteries, the Wardens can get all their bleeds up really fast in this 15-second window. So if you're playing a Warden and there's a yellow minstrel in the group, make sure you coordinate for the minstrel when to use it, as to maximize the buff for yourself. Another thing to notice is that your Recklessness has the exact same cooldown as Call to Greatness. So in a way, it can kind of serve as a reminder for when you want pull out for CDG. Personally, I always call for CDG when Recklessness is back. I pop Recklessness and then the mini pop CDG. And you just get a lot of gambits up with extra damage from Recklessness and from the CDG buff. So right now I'm gonna demonstrate. Best way is to do your range stuff, do your debuffs, switch. I usually call for it now. Then it will be up right there, you see. And you can just fire off as many gambits as you want. Really quickly, whatever order you want. Build it really quickly with your masteries. And as you can see, in 15 seconds you get what might have taken you 30 seconds will take you like 15 seconds to build. It's really powerful for Warden. Whenever Recklessness is back, you will know to call for a CTG again and do the same thing over and over again. And number 10, Quick Sweep. If you really want to maximize your DPS on a Warden, there's pretty much no doubt that you really want to go for Quick Sweep in Redline. If you initially only trade Spear Sweep, it gives Onslaught the ability to cash out the power attack bleed, and it gives Wall of Steel the ability to cash out the Mighty Blow bleed for a burst AoE damage. But if you keep going down and trade Quick Sweep, you also get a 30% chance to trigger Quick Sweep, which will give you a 30% chance to trigger the burst AoE, but also apply a bleed to the target you're using it on and to every target around it. So it can be really powerful for AoE as well. So if you trade this far to Quick Sweep, bleed will always be consumed, and you have a 30% chance to trigger the really powerful bleed. This is why you should also get No Mercy, which gives you a 50% chance not to consume the bleed on the main target. This means with max RNG, you have 2 dots from power attack, 2 dots from Mighty Blow. You use Onslaught, you use Wall of Steel, none of the bleeds gets consumed, and you get a Quick Sweep proc on both, leaving you with 4 bleeds and 2 more bleeds. And it's important to note that your Quick Sweep bleeds can be some of your biggest damage if you have good RNG. Just to demonstrate how this works, I will do the medium bleed first. I apply the medium bleed with Mighty Blow, and to proc this, I need to use Wall of Steel, 30% chance. So as you can see, I procced the medium bleed Quick Sweep, which is really strong, but it also consumed my bleed. So I didn't hit the 50% chance to keep my bleed, but I did hit the 30% chance to get the medium bleed Quick Sweep and really big damage. This also works for low bleed with power attack. Get low bleed on the target, then you use Onslaught. And once again, I had the same proc. Low bleed Quick Sweep, but I did lose my initial low bleed. There's a lot of RNG to it, but with good RNG, you can get really big damage. So you should definitely try to proc Quick Sweep at least once per rotation. That's the end of the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, join my Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.